In this update, the devs added a brand new game mode called Extravaganza, where you can find eggs that spawn friendly mobs, golden eggs which are used to complete a quest for 30 bonds, as well as this giant rabbit man at the end who will do everything to touch you. There's also a new class called the Eggslinger, which you can get by beating the new game mode. If you do happen to enjoy this video, remember to subscribe, as only 2% of all my viewers are subscribed, and it would just be really cool if you did. Now, let's begin with today's video. Thankfully, the developers gave me the class for free, so we're going to be using it while playing the new mode. You get this little egg at the start for free, which can spawn a friendly mob to fight for you. Since I am the new class, I will also spawn another one of these eggs every 2 minutes, meaning I pretty much have unlimited pets to fight for me. As usual, we're gonna buy our 3 pieces of coal and aggressively stuff it into the fire. Let's now hit the road. I will pop out an egg occasionally, so I gotta keep looking behind me to make sure that I don't accidentally leave one behind. My goal for this video is to maul the final bunny guy with a bunch of my eggs, so we'll need to get as many as we can. They can also spawn in these buildings, so let's go ahead and raid this one first. After beating up these zombie dudes, I heard a pop sound and looked like we've got our first egg drop. Sadly, there weren't any in the building, so let's keep on moving. I really want to raid this town, but I've only got a shovel as a weapon, so I don't think that's gonna be happening. Anyways, it is now night, so we're just gonna have to sit here and hope nothing bad happens. After waiting up here for an entire night, my guy made a single egg, which honestly isn't too bad. I got another one right on arriving at this checkpoint. I'm pretty sure eggs come in different sizes, with large eggs spawning the most stuff. But here we've got our first medium egg, hopefully more to come. I saw this large egg at this bandit camp, and so I tried to go towards it, but sadly some wolves came right on behind me and I ended up getting mauled. Now, before we use some crazy speed hacks, let's see how this class does against a small town. After waiting for about 1 night, I've got 5 eggs at my disposal. We're basically just gonna run up to this town and open up all of them in front of these zombie dudes. I did get a single zombie, but I mostly got bandits from these eggs, which I'm definitely not complaining about. Bandits are very solid damage dealers, but I think it would be best if we had a zombie or something so they don't get hurt. Not to mention, not all of them aim very well, so oftentimes we just end up standing around awkwardly like this. We were able to steamroll through the first part of the town, and they even took a dynamite to the face without taking much damage, but the second half got real hard. There were way more now, and it's safe to say these dudes weren't holding up real good. But luckily I spawned an egg and got 2 wolves out of it. These dudes can take the heat off of the bandits and help distract the zombies while the bandits shoot from behind them. This setup actually worked pretty well for a bit, but sadly our bandits had about no health left and ended up dying for good. The wolves didn't survive either, but I was able to kill the remaining zombies with a crucifix. Honestly, not too bad for raiding towns. If I chipped in a bit more and had a gun, we probably could have won that. Now it's time to defeat the big fat rabbit man. Luckily, the developers were kind enough to give us this little cube so we don't have to take the train, so we're just going to be focusing on getting as many eggs as we can. After getting jumped by some zombies, I accidentally wasted one of my eggs on distracting them so sadly I had to just run away, knowing my pet zombie is gonna die a painful death. Zipping through a few more houses, I couldn't really find anything. It would be best if we can have 10 entire large eggs against the big buff rabbit man. Luckily, after checking about every other house in the town, we were able to get another small egg, which I very quickly wasted. But good for us, we got one back at this random general store and another at the furniture store. We're not going to be wasting any more from now on. There's a strange golden egg at the Tesla base, as well as another small egg, which I quickly took away. I also took Tesla's head for good luck. At the town, we actually found our first medium egg, which is really sweet. After a night of sitting around at this barn, we got yet another medium egg. We're gonna actually store all of these guys onto the horse carriage so we can save some sack space. After a good bit of AFK grinding, we got about 9 medium-sized eggs we could use against the rabbit man. I think we're about ready now. Arriving at the end, these initial bandits proved zero threat to me. I actually think it's kinda lame that they don't have some sort of new costume put on them, but it's whatever. Their little water gun bullets didn't even scratch me, but I guess this electrocutioner shot did do some damage. Time to pull the bridge. And almost immediately, this big, buff, white bunny guy spawns right in front of me. This would be so scary if I wasn't... I don't even have an explanation for this, but sadly, almost every one of my eggs were empty and just disappeared when I interacted with it. I only had a very low zombie who the rabbit one shot right off the bat. Luckily, I had another zombie somehow, and this egg actually had a bandit in it, which is really good. This random small egg also had a wolf in it. I also respawned this bandit dude with my mask. But sadly, it was all really futile. The bunny man hasn't even lost 1% of his health, and my bandit dude died with a single punch to the head. Now it's just me versus this big, fat bunny guy. Honestly, if I didn't have infinite health, he could probably one-shot me. He's also ridiculously tanky, probably even stronger than Tesla himself. Like seriously, all I could do with this electrocutioner was give him a slight tan and deal not even a fraction of his health. Luckily, he is super slow, so if you're just a normal player, this should be pretty easy. My bullets are pretty much water compared to this guy. He can throw eggs, but it has about no splash range and shouldn't be much of a threat. After repeatedly chipping at this guy for about 2 minutes, he's not even down to half health yet. Seriously though, look at this. He's just ignoring these bullets and taking them like it's nothing. I couldn't even get him down to red before I ran out of every type of bullet. Guess it's time to just slap him to death. I'd might as well be swinging at a wall because this guy just isn't taking damage. I wasn't even able to kill him before the 4 minutes was up, which is just really sad on my part. They've also added a new quest with 6 secret eggs hidden around the map. I'll show you how to find them now. This quest gives 30 entire bonds, so pay close attention. For this is pretty simple. However, you'll need to invade some places, so remember to gear up. Chances are, you'd find the Tesla base first. For this, you'd need to just simply barge in and then pick up this golden egg, which you can find right behind the Tesla spawn place. You only need to press E in order to pick it up, and it should disappear. This is a bit unrelated, but I also found a large egg which popped out 3 entire bandits. Anyways, now just head right into the mines. Take this torch from this sheriff's station and blow up this cave entrance. You'd probably have to fight some skeletons, but when you walk in, just simply take a left and go behind this mine cart. You'll find it there along with the jade tablet. You should now have 2 out of the 6 needed for the quest. Odds are you'd have the castle as your next stop. If you don't have infinite health and speed like I do, you'd probably have to kill everything in here for the eggs. 2 eggs can spawn in here, so lock in. For the first egg, just go up these steps into the vampire room and you should find the egg behind these barrels. Would be best if you took the vampire knife too, as it could be important to open a portal later. Now go to the other room with the guns and ammunition and go behind this shelf here. You should find the other egg. Now you'd have 4 out of the 6 eggs you need. The rest of them are at Fort Constitution, which is another really hard raid, so remember to stock up on as much resources as you can at the castle. Or you can just spam a bunch of snake oil and rush in. Take your pick. Anyways, what you need to do is to just barge right in and go to this house at the left here and go right behind it. There should be an egg here. Now just go to the toilets for the final egg. You should see a small yellow part sticking out, and that should be the final egg. This quest gives 30 bonds, so if you want some quick bonds, be sure to do this. Finally, the devs announced this second Easter egg, that if you become the first person to complete it, you can have your name permanently added into the game. So far, we've uncovered these secret marks, which I think I've pretty much decoded. I'm not completely sure if this works, but looking at this vampire knife and this dead unicorn here, I believe you need to put the unicorn onto this portal and then kill it with the vampire knife. For this portal, you can simply find it at the Tesla base right here. And for the vampire, you can just go to the castle for it. If you want to get a unicorn but already are at the end of the game, here's something you can do. Just simply run to the last base and run right back to your train. Some new horses should spawn each time, and you'd eventually get a unicorn. This could take up to hours. I did find a unicorn a few times, but each time I tried getting the bandit off of it, the unicorn somehow died with the bandit. But yeah, that should be all you need to do, and if it works for you, please comment down below what happens next. This is a pretty minor update, kind of like the April Fool's one, but I think the new class is probably one of the most broken classes yet, and it's definitely worth playing through this mode in order to get it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.